What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another Screen Sanctum reaction. I'm Steve. Today we're going to react to Brooklyn Nine-Nine Season 6, Episode 8, He Said, She Said. Last episode, we had the mole that was trying to infiltrate the 9-9, but Holt was too smart for that, figured it out, turned it around, and he got the bullpen back for his team. So no more sharing floors. The lobby or the first floor is back open. And now we can continue with the rest of the season until something else terrible happens to them and they have to figure it out. So before we get into this one, if you want to see this uncut reaction and all my uncut reactions, please check out my Patreon. There's something for everyone. I have a free tier. It's a good time and it would help me dearly. Today, it's He Said, She Said in 3, 2, 1, go.
Methodist Hospital called this morning. Apparently, a 38-year-old investment banker was admitted last night with a broken penis. It looks like...
Right up Jake's alley.
Broken dong. Methinks some Wolf of Wall Street style shenanigans have taken place this day.
This is perfect for him.
He was clearly driving his Bentley naked, tried to pee out the window, and was then struck by a goose on the wang.
Goose.
I think it makes sense to partner Peralta with...
Me? Because I'm the best at sex?
No, Hitchcock. In fact, you know what? This isn't your week. Why don't you take a few days off?
No.
Santiago and Peralta, talk to both parties. Get to the bottom of this broken
Santiago and
penis.
Peralta back on the beat.
Sad that we as a society can no longer laugh at the phrase broken penis. And it is my dream.
I'm tearing up.
Mr. Haggerty, please have a seat.
Shaking. Oh, God.
Anyway, she just flipped out and hit me with my favorite golf club.
Miss Brennan is claiming she
I
attacked you in
don't think
self-defense after you
that's
sexually
what
assaulted
happened.
her. Thank you, Mr. Haggerty. We'll be in touch.
Great, thanks.
Mr. Haggerty definitely probably did it.
They wanted me to let you know that Ernest Zamowski died.
Who's that?
I hunted him for years and finally caught him and put an end to his bloodlust. I am who I am because of Ernest Zamowski, a.k.a. the Disco Strangler. Oh, so you knew who I was talking about. Yo-Yo was his calling card. Oh, I mentioned that too?
Many times.
Disco will never die.
It did
but
die.
You will. In your cell, punk. Oh, so...
Many, many times.
I know 28 other people who did that, and they all ended up with yo-yos around their throats. Oop, I said throats, not neck.
I brought in $168 million to the firm last quarter.
Wow.
Where do you keep it all? It's in a computer. I've watched too much DuckTales.
No, you can never watch too much DuckTales. It's my dream.
A money bin.
And I'm not a violent person, but last night Seth crossed a line.
Huh.
Can you tell us
They
what
both
happened?
seem a little sus.
He pushed me into a desk and he tried to take my clothes off. So I grabbed his stupid golf club and I hit him in the Cookie Monster. Worst. My only regret is that I didn't get in 2 extra whacks for each of his testicles.
Boys and girls, that was Bert and Ernie.
You are actually correct.
Sure he had many steps left in him, sir. Take a look.
Aw,
Oh,
he looks
dude was
fragile
old.
and sweet.
Sweet as poison pie.
Sir, this is clearly Zamowski, and that's a good thing.
I know,
you
it
can finally
is.
say goodbye to your nemesis.
Thanks, Sergeant. That's a nice thought for an idiot to have. Oh, it's not just any old string. It's a yo-yo string, the most dangerous part of the yo-yo.
I don't want to press charges.
What?
The firm just offered me $2.5 million if I sign an NDA and let this slide.
Damn.
I mean, I think I have to take it. This is a he said, she said situation. I know how that
Now I
goes
feel
down.
like they're in cahoots.
I really think we can get him.
Okay. Yeah, let's do this.
I still kind of think they're in cahoots.
Just don't think that men understand how different everything is for us.
Mm-hmm.
Have a great day.
Oh, thanks. You too.
You have a beautiful mouth. Have a great day.
Oh my God.
I am genuinely very sorry that this is something you have to go through all the time.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
That's even
I
sad.
know. You shouldn't have to be used to it.
Do you have any physical evidence to prove that he did it?
Nope.
No.
So it sounds like he might go free anyway. I mean, at least if she takes the deal, she won't walk away with nothing.
Bingo.
That. You're such a feminist.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't be here.
I am a feminist, but I'm also a realist. I'm just looking out for the victim.
Or should I be here because men should be part.
Remember that there's a very real woman here whose career and life are going to be affected by you pursuing this case.
Unless they're in cahoots.
This disco man has danced his last disco dance.
Sir, it's fun to see you breaking out the old lingo.
I bet it was the van driver.
You mean the woman who was thrown violently from the vehicle and just barely survived?
Oh.
That's not a yo-yo string.
What?
That's part of the lanyard we give to the older inmates when they become walrus.
Oh, no.
The Disco Strangler is actually dead, and that chapter of my life is
Over.
forever closed.
I don't think he wanted it closed.
It's an extremely professional workplace, and Seth's a really good guy. I don't think he's even ever bought a prostitute before.
Oh, good Lord.
This is an extremely professional workplace, and Seth is a really good guy.
Hey.
Sounds very by the book.
That wasn't hush money. That was a benevolent gesture to allow Miss Brennan to get the professional help she so clearly needs.
Way to spin it.
You never came home last night. Are you doing okay?
No, I'm a mess. I miss each doc.
What?
Now I feel like they're not in cahoots.
Oh, and who's talking to Scully? No one.
Aw.
Come on, Sandwich.
Poor Scully.
When I was a rookie at the 6-4, my captain was my first mentor. He helped me get on the detective.
Oh, no.
He said that he felt like he deserved something in return for my career.
That's fucked up.
Ran out of the restaurant, back to the office, and I put in my transfer for the 9-9.
9-9 getting deep, dude.
And I worried that I wouldn't get any more promotions if I spoke up, so...
God.
You definitely deserve those promotions.
I just wanted to help make it better for this one woman.
Damn, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm gonna go get you a change of clothes and a coffee. We're not giving up.
Okay.
This is why they're so beautiful together.
I'm also gonna grab a comb, but you don't have to use it unless you decide.
Zowie, I'm young. What is this? It's an aerial photograph from one of the helicopters I had deployed.
No way.
It's him, the Disco Strangler.
No freaking way.
I was really torn about whether or not I should send this to you guys, but then I thought about it for a long time and realized it was the right thing to do.
A long time?
I mean, it was the right thing to do for me. If they fire Seth, I take his job.
Okay, well, we got what we
He's
needed.
still kind of doing the right thing.
Seems like a lot of manpower to take down one sweet-looking old man.
Oh, he's sweet, all right. Sweet as poison pie.
Oh, Terry.
So you were listening.
They're
Yeah, we were saying that all along.
great.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Freaking
All right, troops. Traveler
co-workers
two.
and friends.
For God's sake, protect the neck.
Like the Wu-Tang.
I'm taking my stuff home. I had to quit.
Had to quit? I'm so confused.
Even though it sucks, if I had to do it all again, I would. Especially the broken penis.
Why'd you
This
say that
freaking episode is very twisty to me.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither have you, Ernest.
What?
Neither have you, Ernest. The yo-yo string was a message.
The what was what?
The yo-yo
God.
string. Go ahead and cuff him. Gently.
This isn't the last you'll hear from me, Raymond. I'm never gonna die.
Sure you
He
won't.
looks like a 90-year-old little Nicky.
Look, this is a hard fight, but it's an important one. It's good that you convinced her to press charges.
But she lost the money.
Yep,
Exactly what you said would happen.
But you got the guy who assaulted her.
that is true.
Carrie's coworker.
Huh.
She came forward to report an assault because she was inspired by Carrie.
Aw,
2 steps forward, 1 step back is still 1 step forward.
that is
You want to take
true.
our statement together?
You know it, sister.
Yeah, don't do that.
We can be different and still have the same cause.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. This episode was a tough one, man. But Brooklyn Nine-Nine does it better than most, I gotta tell you. Putting together a serious episode like this, talking about real world, things that happen in the real world to women every day of their lives. And what she said, I think you said most women go through this every day of their lives. And I kind of feel like it's probably more than most. It's probably all women. I know sometimes things happen and you don't some people have tough skin. So if something happens to me, I could ignore it and brush it off. But if it happens to somebody else, to them, it's like, oh, someone was annoying me or abusing me, right? It doesn't mean that I wasn't also abused. It just means that I just ignored it, which is fine for me personally, but it doesn't take away the fact that something happened to me. It was just my choice to ignore it because it didn't affect me, right? So that's kind of how I feel about the real world in situations like this, where some women just, one, don't report it. So it's like, oh, if you don't say anything, you don't count in the statistic, right? If they ask 10 women, have you been abused? And 2 were scared to say yes, and 8 do say yes. All right, most women, but it really was 100%. The other 2 just didn't want to come forward for whatever reason. Some, like me, it doesn't affect them. And they're just like, whatever, man, you know? But still, it doesn't take away the fact that something did happen to them, but they just ignored it, right? So, yeah, it's freaking crazy to mix something like this with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is hilarious, with the Captain Holt portion of the episode, which was also pure comedy. But they do it so well where they're not making light of something. And I kind of like how, obviously in the Holt section, everything was really silly, very twisty. Like, Holt was right, he did survive. Everything he said was pretty much true, but it was funny and ridiculous, kind of like a Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode always is. And then in the Amy and Rosa section, it was very serious, but there was also funny moments in it, but not funny where it took away from what they were trying to say. And the episode also did not feel preachy, which I'm just saying this as like a fact. Not that it would have been a bad thing. It's just they do things in a certain way where it just always seems to work perfectly. They just took something that happens in the real world, put it in the episode, right? They didn't try to, I don't know the exact words to say, but they weren't, even though they made a point, it wasn't like this episode is for this, right? I can't explain it, but I think you may know what I mean. It's just, this is something that happens, and then we get like the backstory with Amy, which breaks your heart. And then, you know, what Rosa said was true. And some people may have watched the episode and maybe have thought that Rosa was just saying, don't do anything because she's going to suffer either way. And I feel like if you've only watched the episode once, you might kind of get that thought in your head, but that wasn't really what Rosa was saying. She was just saying in the line of duty, because again, Rosa, Jake, everyone there, they have to think as people, but they also have to think in terms of the law, right? So if something happens like this, and 100% you want to catch the dude who did it, right? If you don't have zero evidence, obviously nothing's going to happen. So Rosa was just saying, okay, let's look at the facts. I believe you and I believe her that this really did happen. I did. If we bring charges and get a lawyer and bring this to trial with zero evidence, what's the probability that he gets convicted? Probably zero. And so she has to go through the trial, be ridiculed. There are people who just don't believe women at all. She has to go through that. The people at her job probably would have treated her like crap, like she had to quit anyway. When they had evidence, she still had to leave because the people who were just on the dude's side aren't going to treat her the same. And obviously the people who run that firm, regardless of if they believe her, think the right thing happened in this particular case, they just want money. So it's like, just get out of here. So like in hindsight, the right thing happened, the correct thing happened, and like justice was probably served. I mean, we didn't see the trial, but can you then in hindsight think back like, well, she didn't get the $2.5 million that she was promised. And I know it's a lot of money, and it's hard to say you should have or shouldn't have done something when it's not real and it's not presented to me, right? Like $2.5 million for anyone, but I can only talk about myself. What would that do for me? Like, I wouldn't be set for the rest of my life unless I was good at investing, but I would be. Money doesn't solve everything, but everyone in this world has bills. Everyone in this world needs money, right? So that's why it's like money is the root of all evil. It's just hard, right? If she would have taken the money, she probably would have kept her job and things would have been the same for her. But it's just like you still want justice, I guess. So I'm kind of commenting on this episode through obviously my lens, which is just what I see, not what I experience. So I hope nothing I said comes off as like I am making a judgment. I'm not. I'm just kind of talking about kind of what I know. Like I am Jake. Jake in the episode is like all of us dudes, men watching the episode, because like it's true. And I feel like if you're a guy and you're married to a woman, you have a girlfriend, if you ask them and they're, again, some people just don't want to bring back the trauma, so they may not tell you what happened. But I feel like a lot of women would be like, yeah, when I was in high school, my teacher tried to do this. When I was in college, someone at a party tried to get me drunk and do this. Like, it's crazy. So yeah, like this episode was good and very emotional. And I kind of hope next week is just funny, because when 9-9 does emotional, like they really do it well. And I just want, like, give us maybe the Halloween episode next week and then the Christmas episode after that. And then we could get back into like these deep type of episodes. But it was good. It told a story about real life, and gave it a little bit of a comedy spin. And like, again, 9-9 just does it better than most. So what did you all think of this episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine? What do you think of my thoughts, my reaction? Let's talk about it down below, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, guys.